Namaste. I am Yogrishi Vishvketu. Today I am explaining difference between mountain pose and downward facing dog pose. Sometimes is a big confusion about the name and in the posture positions. I'm working very long time in yogic system. Parvatasana for me and for many Indian yogis is like a mountain. Mountain is the most grounding things in the world. Mountain is very stable. So that's why when you do this posture, Parvatasana or mountain pose, you are most stable in any and every situation, in every single yoga pose you do. It's more stable is your mountain pose, is strong. So I'm just quickly showing you how to doing the mountain pose. Not doing it, just showing that what's the mountain pose. Grounding palms here and lifting your pelvis. From here, this is mountain pose. So you are very grounding, strong. And from here you can do many things. You can go any direction from here. You can walk between your hands, you can stand up. Or you can knees on the ground, you can sit down. From mountain, you can come, cross your ankle, and you can lay down. Or from mountain, you can come in sideways. Or from mountain, you can come on your belly. Or from mountain, you can come into the balancing. You can come on your knees, into the armpit, and lift up. Or from mountain, you could go into the balancing pose, like a. You can go all kind of things. So mountain is the, for me, very strong pose, very grounding. Do a strong pose, come into the mountain, very stable, resting. Now, what is the Adho Mukha Svanasana? What is people call downward facing dog pose? Downward facing dog pose, very similar, but it has tiny arch in your back. For doing the downward facing dog pose, you need quite flexible your shoulders. So that's how I'm going to show you what is the downward facing dog pose. Look, half one. So you use the block. Put block is here. You come into the mountain pose. From mountain, you touch the forehead to the block. So that is the your arch is happening here. That is the Adho Mukha. That's how dog does. Next step of this, you put the forehead on the ground. You're grounding your feet. From here, you need to quite flexible your shoulders, and then you go down. That's how dog does. That's the difference between mountain pose and Adho Mukha Svanasana or downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, you're putting your forehead on the ground, and in mountain pose, you are very strong and stable. Sometimes people call mountain pose to the Tadasana, like a standing straight. That is, for some people, is mountain pose. For me, it does not make sense that. I work what makes sense is stronger. That's how yoga is all. How it does sense and science work together, that is yoga. Namaste. Thank you very much. Hari Om.